still remember how the lights looked that night, too bright, too warm, were trying to convince us we were happier than we were. 10 years of marriage, 50 guests, rented chairs, playlist I had spent weeks perfecting. I kept smoothing my dress even after it was already flat. My husband stood near the cake, holding his glass, smiling in a way that didn't quite reach his eyes. I thought he was nervous about giving a speech. No, he was preparing to end us. When he cleared his throat, people quieted immediately. Our friends leaned in. Sister lifted her phone, ready to record. I remember wishing I had worn different shoes. He started with our journey. How we met, how we struggled, how we built everything together. I nodded along, relieved. Then his voice hardened. "And that's why," he said, "hurts that she stole from me." Laughter bubbled up at first. Someone thought it was a joke. He didn't smile. "She took $30,000 from our joint account," he continued. "Without telling me. She lied about it. She's been lying for months." The room went quiet in a way I had never heard before. Not polite quiet, shocked quiet. Felt heat rush to my face. My ears rang. Someone whispered my name. I looked at him, waiting for him to laugh, to say he was kidding. He didn't. He turned toward me fully. "You're a thief," he said. "And I'm done pretending otherwise." Word landed like a physical blow. I couldn't speak. I couldn't even cry. My body just froze, as if staying still might make this unreal. He pulled papers from his jacket pocket. Divorce papers. He added, "I signed them today." Few people stood up. Someone said, "Hey, man, maybe not now." Another asked if everything was okay. My mother started crying. Don't remember walking out. I only remember standing outside in the parking lot, staring at my hands, wondering when they had become strangers to me. That night at home he was calm, almost gentle. "It's better this way," he said, placing the envelope on the table. "You know what you did?" "I didn't steal anything," I whispered. He shrugged. "The account doesn't lie." Then he went to the guest room and closed the door. For the first week after, I barely existed, answered messages with one-word replies. I stopped checking social media. People didn't know what to say, so most said nothing. Few friends hinted that maybe I should come clean. One suggested therapy. For my issues with honesty, even my aunt asked me quietly if I was in trouble. Shame is heavy. It settles into your bones. I wanted to scream the truth. But every time I imagined confronting him, saw that room again, 50 faces turning away from me, I was terrified of looking defensive, unstable, guilty. So instead, I gathered facts. I requested full bank statements. I printed transaction histories. I met with a financial advisor, then a lawyer. Learned things about our finances I had never been allowed to see. The truth unfolded slowly, like a bruise coming to the surface. 3 months before the party, my husband had transferred $30,000 into a separate account. An account in his name only. He had labeled it as a temporary investment. Then he moved it again into a business partnership I knew nothing about. When the investment failed, he panicked. Instead of admitting it, he rewrote the story. I wasn't shocked. Not really. Looking back, the secrecy had always been there. The way he controlled passwords. The way he dismissed my questions. The way he framed himself as the responsible one and me as careless. I decided not to confront him privately. I asked my lawyer to arrange a formal meeting. Mediation, financial review, all parties present. 3 weeks after the party, we met in a conference room at his firm. My husband arrived confident, relaxed. He greeted people easily. He didn't look at me. Around the table sat the mediator, 2 lawyers, and a certified financial auditor. Folders were stacked neatly. Projector waited silently. No one was emotional. That was the point. The auditor began. She explained the account history. Dates, authorizations, digital signatures. She showed screenshots, timestamps, verification logs, no opinions. No accusations. Just data. And as you can see, she concluded, the funds were transferred by Mr. Malik on March 14 without spousal consent. Into a private investment account. Silence. Real silence. Not shocked. Not confused. Final. My husband's face drained of color. He opened his mouth, closed it, then tried again. There must be. The mediator raised her hand gently. The records are verified, she said. No one looked at me. They didn't need to. Control shifted in that moment, not dramatically, loudly. It simply moved away from him and never came back. Afterward, people apologized. Some cried. Some avoided me, admitted they had believed him without question. He never apologized. He withdrew the divorce petition 2 weeks later. I didn't. We finalized everything quietly. No party, no announcement, no public redemption scene, just paperwork. Now, months later, sometimes think about that night, about how easily a room can turn against you, about how truth doesn't shout, it waits. Win anything. I kept my dignity. I kept my name. I kept my understanding of myself. And I learned that silence, when chosen carefully, can be stronger than any speech.